regulars and welcome new listeners to the Reese on the Regular podcast. I finally have Sophia on the podcast today. I'm so excited.
Hi, guys. I'm really happy to be here. This feels like a dream. I've literally been wanting to be on Reese's podcast since we started. My name's Sophia, if you didn't already know. I am a junior, as well as Reese, at UMass Amherst. That's how we met. We lived on the same floor last year.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
know.
forgot
I
about
forgot about
that.
that too. I know. And I'm a marketing major. I have a photography business, which is like literally my personality
It's
trait.
amazing.
I do honestly anything, like anywhere the wind blows me, I do it. Mainly, I want to do weddings in the future, but right now I'm kind of doing all sorts of things. Couples, seniors, grads, headshots, creative portraits, like really just whatever people ask me for, I do. So it's really fun. And I've been doing that for about like 3 years now. So it's been really great. Hopefully I can take it somewhere far in the future. After college, I also have a podcast. It's called Caught on Camera on Apple and Spotify.
Go listen.
Go listen. Hopefully Reese will be on soon, so
I
stay
will.
tuned. It's really just like lifestyle based, kind of similar to what Reese talks about, but sometimes I do like photography tips, how I started my business, story time, stuff like that. So it's really fun. I really want to be an influencer, guys. I have been posting on my TikTok like religiously because I just really want to be famous and I want people to like know who I
No,
am.
honestly, like I was just saying, I've been contemplating like just dropping everything else.
Literally.
And, like, influencer?
Yeah, the influencer lifestyle is honestly just meant for me and Reese.
It really is.
Um,
So I'm glad we're collabing
Yeah,
right now.
for sure. I love posting on TikTok and Instagram too. Just even just seeing like Reese's posts about like everything is just like just inspires me to post too. Cause like she's like posting like her like oatmeal and her like she just like it makes everything look so aesthetic. So like it just inspires me too.
No,
So
but same.
it's really great to like have a friend that like has a similar goal and mindset, you know?
like we
So-
go out and like we both see something, we're like, photo.
I
And I'm
know,
like,
I
I
know.
can't do this with anyone else.
Like
No,
we're
but
always
it's
snapping
awesome.
pics, always like being an influencer.
But we're living in the moment too.
Yes,
So
yes.
we have some really fun stuff planned today. We were going to talk about, influencing and all that stuff, but we kind of want to go in a different direction.
Mhm.
But before going super fast into that direction, I do want to ask a little bit more about just like how you got started with photography, influencing, like what really drove you to find a passion in that.
Yeah, I've always like really loved photography, honestly. I got a camera, my first camera when I was a freshman, and I literally got it just to like take pictures of like myself and like make my Instagram look really good. And it wasn't really like for me to take pictures of other people and like be hired for it. It was more so just like take pictures with my friends in like Boston and stuff like
Right.
that. I've always loved taking pictures. Like it's always been like I'm like going out with my friends, we have to take pictures first, like it
Yes.
always is like a goal. I started taking photos more seriously senior year of high school. It was like mid-COVID and we didn't really want to go to like O'Connor Studios to get like me and my friends I'm talking about didn't want to go and get like professional photos taken just because like we didn't know what the vibe was going to be like, and I had a camera, so like why wouldn't we just like take the pictures ourselves,
Yeah.
So I took them of me and my friends, and then I posted them on my Instagram, and people were like, wait, can you take mine? Can you take mine? Can you take mine? And I was like, wait, okay, so people want this. Like, people want me to take their pictures, so I'm going to, like, do this.
That's
you know?
awesome.
So then I made an Instagram and started posting the senior pictures that I was taking, and slowly, like, people started following me. People wanted family pictures. I was doing, like, creative portraits with my friends, like, really just anything. And it just really took off then,
It's so fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, obviously, Sophia's doing amazing. Today, we have prepared some fun holiday topics for you guys. The holidays are coming up pretty soon. And so we're going to be unwrapping wellness with you today, talking about how to handle mental health around the holidays. I have some questions prepared that we'll both answer together. And this should be fun.
I think it's going to be good. I'm
right.
excited because we wanted to take it like a more fun route just because we both like influencing has always been like our passions and stuff. But
Yeah.
this time of year, like you want to just
Right.
like relax
Like,
and
this
stuff.
is the best time of year.
Yeah,
I'm
so
such a
I'm
big,
excited.
like, holiday girl. I was
Mhm.
such a fall girl, but
Me
like,
too.
I'm ready for the holidays.
Me too, for sure.
All right, so we're going to start with common holiday stressors. So can you think of any just like common holiday stressors that come up around the holidays and how you personally manage them?
The holidays are hard because when it gets dark early, like I do
Mhm.
not want to do anything. It's dark at 4 p.m. I'm like, all right, it's time for bed, genuinely. So that is a big part of me losing motivation and kind of trying to trick myself out of that. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit more about like seasonal depression and stuff like that, but getting up earlier and also just like realizing that like everybody else is going through it too. And it's a hard time. Like the holidays can be fun and everyone romanticizes it and makes it seem like such a great time of the year, but it's hard. And like there comes stress, like with finals, especially. Finals are hard and they're meant to be hard. Kind of just realizing that everybody else is in the same boat as you and you're going to get through this. It's temporary. Talking to your friends, expressing your emotions. I have a therapist, which I recommend 100%. It has helped me so much just to let everything off my chest. I get to talk to her about stuff that like I didn't even know I realized. I get on my call and all of a sudden like I'm spitting facts that like I didn't even know about myself. So that is a huge way that helps me to relieve stress around the holidays.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes therapy has like a bad rep for some reason.
I know, which I hate.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like I think it's such a great thing to do for yourself and just a good way to figure out more about yourself too, like you were saying. They really just make you realize the unconscious thoughts you're having. Going along the lines of like finals and just overall like a common stressor is definitely just balance during the holidays.
Yes.
There's so much going on, so many family events, friend events, work commitments, free time, like you're trying to balance everything. How do you kind of go about keeping that balance?
Agreed. First of all, there's so many things that you have to juggle, like whether that be your classes, and then you want to spend time with your friends, you want to make time for your family. Like it's really, really hard to keep that balance. And I would just say that the main way that I try to keep it is by literally planning out my day, like to the T, like genuinely times of like when I'm going to do which assignment, when they're due, what days do I want to hang out with my family, and what days am I going to make for my friends. Setting your priorities straight almost and realizing like you need to figure out what's important to you and what's more important than other things. Like, is your classes more important than hanging out with your friends? Probably, you know?
Right. Yeah. And I feel like I've talked a lot about time management on here before, but just making sure that you are making time for everything, but also considering your priorities and, you know, what needs to come first.
Also making time for yourself. Like you are the most important person in your life. So if you don't make time for yourself, you're going to get lost in the whole entire process and it'll just end up bad. You know, give yourself like that hour at the end of the night where like you can really just spend time with yourself and nobody else and really think about how was my day? How do I want to make tomorrow better? Stuff like that.
Finding time for self-care can be really hard during the holidays too. I feel like that's the most important time to be taking care of yourself because it should be like such a good time of year. You know, you don't want to like overwhelm yourself, overwork yourself. So finding time at the end of the night or just having, you know, a little morning routine where you just have some time to yourself, I feel like is so necessary at this time of year.
Kind of going back off of what I said about like it being really dark really early in the day, a way that you can kind of work around that is by getting up earlier, which I hate getting up early, guys, like genuinely. It makes me nauseous almost because like I literally hate it. Like I just am not, I'm really a morning person and I want to sleep in.
I'm the same way.
But I think it's important, especially around the winter time where there's not as much daylight, to get up earlier and to really enjoy that daylight and the sunlight and take advantage of the time you have during the day to get stuff done, you know?
Yesterday, I got up at 6 a.m. I had somewhere to go, but it was not by choice. It was still dark out when I woke up and I felt nauseous. I'm like,
that
this
feels
not
wrong.
Okay. This is wrong, and I'm warm in my bed. But anyways, I got up and I watched the sunrise. I rose with the sun. It was great. And then by like 3 o'clock, I felt like I had a full day. Like it was the longest day ever.
And then it's dark. So then you're like, okay,
So
now
like,
I can
okay.
chill.
Like, yeah.
And like it's rewarding almost because like when you get up early and you like get stuff done and like check stuff off your to-do list, like you feel good about yourself. Like you already just feel 10 times better knowing that you completed something. Get up early, guys.
Do it.
Another stressor that I have in the holidays is just loneliness and
We're just lonely girls.
I cannot. Another thing is like, I don't know if you've experienced it, but I have had losses in my family and like grandparents passing away, especially around the holidays is like the time that they have passed. So it definitely brings up some really, really sad emotions. Something I do to kind of push past that is visit their grave or remember the good times I had with them on the holidays and stuff like that. And remember that like my whole entire family is going through the same thing. So put yourself out there with them, you know, talk about it with your parents or with your siblings because they're going through the same thing.
Right. And that's such an important time to spend like more time with your family. I think like I've talked about this too, like loss brings families even closer. And so like my family, like we had certain traditions that we had, you know, with my grandparents who passed. And so for instance, like my mom, she was just last night baking this wine cake that like her mom made all the time. And it's literally the best cake in the world. But just like, you know, bringing back those traditions to just like remember them by and like making it a happy thing just to kind of ignore that loss in a way and just turn it into more of a positive.
I love that. Yeah. Continuing on the tradition just keeps their soul alive. I love that. That's amazing.
And also just being cautious of other people who might be going through a loss like right now. It is such a tough time during the holidays to lose, you know, people who are important to you. So just reaching out to those people if that's something you know is going on.
You really never know what someone is going through. So it's kind of important to like not let social media like dictate if a person's okay or not. Like they could be posting saying that they're like completely fine, but like they could be going through a lot. So it's important to check in on the people that you love, really make them feel less alone, because loneliness around the holidays sucks. Like it really does. It's a terrible feeling, especially when like there's so much joy and cheer around you. All you want to do is feel happy. But remember that it's okay to not be happy all the time. Loneliness is such a, I feel like there's such a stigma around it, but like being alone is almost kind of a benefit at times because you get to spend time with yourself. Like you are like the main character in your life and you're going to be there through your entire life. So learning to love yourself, love your own company is really important.
This year I've learned to love my own company more than ever. Like I've just become so independent and I just feel like I've been doing so much on my own and like have actually appreciated it.
If you are going somewhere alone and are like, people probably think I'm so weird for like walking alone on the street or like sitting alone in a coffee shop. No one cares. Like genuinely no one cares. When I see people doing that, I'm like, go off. Like you're amazing. Like pop off, you know? Like I'm like, you should be so proud of yourself that you can sit there alone right now. Like that's something that everybody here wishes they could do. So take it as like a compliment almost, you know, like kind of like a good thing, you know, like see the positive in that.
But also don't be afraid to reach out to people if you are feeling lonely. Don't just be alone in those times, you know. So we kind of talked a little bit about balance and just having a lot of work commitments and schedules. What would be your advice for keeping in routine when you're home for winter break? Because I know sometimes I come home for a break, and especially if it's a long winter break, it's kind of tough to stay in the same routine that I was in at school. I feel like I like get in some sort of like flow when I get back to school sometimes, and then I come home and it kind of throws me off. So how do you stay in a routine?
I thrive off of like routine. Going back and forth from school and home is super hard because school, I'm getting up, I'm going to class, I'm going to the gym. At home, I'm not doing any of that, you know? Like there's not as many responsibilities. So it's definitely hard to stay accountable while also relaxing and enjoying. So I find that, as I said it before, I love a good to-do list, like genuinely thrive off of it. And make it fun, like make it customizable, make it cute, make it like something that you want to check those boxes off because like it feels good to check something off your to-do list, you know?
Yeah.
And setting those expectations for yourself makes you want to hold yourself more accountable. If you're going to tell yourself that you're going to do something, like show up for yourself and do it. Going off of what I said about TikTok, I find that making like the day in my life or making like a day in my life in pictures or just a vlog or something, or even just posting on my Instagram story helps me to stay accountable because I'm like, I want people to think I'm being productive. So like I might as well just be productive, you know? Like
that's me. I'm like, okay, I'm sitting in bed. I haven't put anything on my Instagram right now. Like Reese, what can you do?
Get up and do something. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't want to fold my laundry, but it would be really cute and aesthetic to fold it for my TikTok. So I'm going to fold my laundry.
Iron my clothes real quick.
Yeah. So kind of just romanticizing it and making it like look aesthetic, even if you don't think it is. Like people are like commenting on my TikTok saying, oh my God, how do you make life in Massachusetts like look so like romanticized? I'm like, it's really not. It's just I'm making it look like that for social media.
Your, like best, most amazing life. And it's like I'm kind of living like a very similar life to like most of my friends and like people who are at school, but I'm just taking advantage of it and romanticizing it in a way. So
which I kind of love because
it's
like
awesome.
If we can do it, you can do it too, you know? Like
everyone can do it.
Yeah. Making things sound more fun than they really are. Like if you have to like run an errand that you really don't want to do, like make it fun by like getting yourself a drink or like bringing a friend along or something like that. Like you can make things fun like that.
So true. Having a to-do list, I mean, I find it so satisfying to just like check it off throughout the day. So like I love that.
Yeah.
Love having schedule. And I guess some advice would just be like if that's something you're already using at school, to just like not let that fall off when you go home. Continue to have a schedule that you're setting for yourself. As soon as you fall off from it, it's just so hard to pick back up.
Yeah.
So that would be my best advice.
I agree.
Also, having either a morning ritual or prioritizing your sleep schedule is a really good way to stay in a routine.
Yeah, I would say another tip for me is kind of just figuring out what works best for you in your schedule. It's okay that your schedule might not line up exactly how it did at school. Like for me, I find that going to the gym really early at school is right for me because I have so many other tasks to do during the day. But when I'm at home, I want to take advantage of the time that I get to sleep in. So I'm going to go to the gym later. So really just like making sure you know that it's okay to have a different routine at school, but just figuring out what works best for you and just sticking to it.
Yeah, that's so true about the gym. I feel like now I always at school, I'm always going like super early in the morning, but now I'm like trying to take advantage of sleeping in because it's like we never get to do that.
I know.
We're
and
so
especially like Reese and I are going abroad and like it's gonna like we're not gonna have that much time to sleep all the time. So it's important. Yeah, no sleep.
None.
Sleep when you're dead. So it's kind of important to like take advantage of the time now that you have to like chill and relax and regroup, especially if your semester's been really hard so far. Like take advantage of this like downtime, but also don't over take advantage of it and like not stick to a schedule, if that makes sense.
Right. Don't just like sleep in the entire day type of thing. Like have a healthy sleep schedule for yourself where you actually feel refreshed when you're waking up and you're waking up at a good time that you can get things done before it's getting dark out.
Yeah. Especially sleeping in when it gets dark at 4 p.m. I feel like, okay, so my day is over now. I wake up at 11. It's dark at 4. I got like 5 hours a day.
Right.
Like
it's
what?
Crazy. Yeah. So you really have to manage your time well around this time of year.
But also we keep saying like when it gets dark, like we don't want to do work, but just push yourself that extra inch to like do the work when it's dark out. Like just because it's dark out doesn't mean that like you can't do anything anymore. And also that could be not for you at all. Like some people work better when it's dark out. Some people are night owls. I'm personally not that way. So it's hard for me to do work at night. Sometimes I do just need that extra push to say, Sophia, you need to do your homework assignment right now because it's due tonight. Like you just have to do it, you know?
You just have
to do it sometimes.
Don't over push yourself. Like sometimes I'm not a night owl. So for me, it's like, okay, I would be way more productive if I just went to bed right now and woke up early.
Yes.
And did it in the morning.
Yes.
So it really depends on like what type of person you are in that sense.
And don't let your schedule affect your sleep. Like Reese said, you need to prioritize your sleep schedule. You should be getting at least 8 hours of sleep a night.
I always
always.
live by that.
Always.
I'm like, okay, so like let's count this out.
Let's
Make
map
sure,
it out.
Like, if I go to bed right now,
Yeah.
8 hours really makes me feel rested. Like even if I'm getting 7.5, it's like, no, Reese,
Yeah,
you need that
8.
extra 30 minutes right now.
So like really make sure you're getting enough sleep because that's how you're not going to be able to function during the day. And also fuel your body. Like food is fuel. That is what's going to help you to push throughout the whole entire day and make it to night, literally.
Speaking of food, the holidays are obviously food filled with great food. Obviously, it is a tough time because if you're trying to maintain a healthy diet and there's lots of holiday food everywhere, you know, you want to stay balanced with that. So what advice would you have for being able to enjoy holiday treats, but staying healthy?
First, I love a good holiday treat, like genuinely. And I kind of try to remember that this is only a certain time of the year where these treats are going to be available to me. So take advantage of them and definitely treat yourself and eat them. People aren't going to remember you by what you looked like or what you ate. It's not about that. It's about your personality and stuff. But at the same time, you do want to make that healthy balance of am I healthy? Am I going to feel good about myself? Am I going to regret this? Am I going to be mad at myself for eating this or something? So kind of just being mindful when you're taking in those snacks. And also is this going to make me feel sick? Say chocolate makes you sick or something. Don't do that to yourself if you know that it's going to have a bad outcome, you know?
That would be me. I would not
with the gluten,
eat all the gluten and dairy. But yeah, just listening to your body is so important. It's not really about not eating this because it's going to make me look a certain way or, you know, really just listening to how it actually makes you feel is the most important part when it comes to this topic. But I think just allowing yourself to enjoy it if it makes you happy.
And also remember that there's a bunch of alternatives to unhealthy foods that you could turn into a more healthy alternative. Everything in moderation is amazing. It's perfect. Like, you know, like having like one cookie, amazing. You're going to love it and enjoy it. But having like 10, like you're going to feel sick almost, you know, like,
yeah.
But if that works for you, then that works for you. Like, do whatever is best for you because you know your body well enough and more than anybody else.
Balance and moderation really be the biggest tip for this one.
Literally.
This could be like a holiday treat or something, but really for anything, what is something around the holidays that you wish would last year round?
Holiday drinks at Starbucks. 100%.
Stop, because I put that down too.
100%. No doubt about it. Genuinely. Not even just the drinks itself, the cups.
Yes.
The cups. I need the cups year round. Genuinely.
Holiday
it
drinks
makes me
everywhere.
so much happier. And it makes me want to go to Starbucks and spend my money so much more. It's just probably bad for me. The holiday drinks are just so good. And just
what's your go-to?
The sugar cookie latte.
Oh my God, so good.
So good.
And now they have like their iced gingerbread like chai.
I haven't tried
it, but I keep seeing it and I need to go.
I have too.
So
the drinks are great, but the cups are where it's at. Like
yeah.
genuinely. They make me so happy. I just can't.
Another thing I was going to say is just like the festivities and like the decor, like just the vibe of the holidays. Yeah, it is that much more special because it's only at a certain time of year. But at the same time, it's like, oh, it's midsummer. And I'm like, oh, like I miss the holidays. Like I just want like a red cup from Starbucks right now. So like certain things like that I do wish would last year round.
Or even just like the cheer of the Christmas tree in your living room, like nothing compares to it, genuinely. Like sitting on your couch watching TV with the Christmas tree right there is perfect. And I wish I could do that in the summer, like literally.
I know.
And it makes me like sad that there's not like cute summer decor that you can like put up in your house, like, you know? So the decor is definitely a big one for me too. And the Christmas lights, like driving through my neighborhood and just seeing it, like it just instantly makes me happier.
It's just literally like such a fun, good vibe time of year.
Yeah. And I feel like there's a bunch of neighborhoods, like especially local, that go like all out. So I love like driving through those, especially.
Yeah, like the certain houses you remember and like know them by.
Yeah,
for, like,
with like the huge decorations and stuff. I'm not a big, like my house isn't a big one. Like we put some lights up, but we're not crazy.
Yeah.
But I love just like driving by, listening to my holiday music, just like feeling the joy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not only like the joy of decorations, but also just it being like a season of giving and like being with family. Like I love that that's like such a strong thing during that time of year, and I kind of wish there was like another opportunity for that when it comes towards like the summer, you know?
I agree, yeah, because I feel like most people look at Christmas as like, oh, like you get presents, you give presents, and like I love that aspect of it, obviously, because like that's great, but giving gifts is like such a great love language. It is. You know, and like it's a way to express your love for someone and really put thought and effort into a gift. And I wish that there was more times around the year that are like that, where like you have big family gatherings. With Thanksgiving, yeah, like there's a big family gathering, whatever, especially with like Christmas Eve and Christmas. But then I feel like the whole rest of the year is like,
it's like
where's my family? You know?
It's so true.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another thing. It's just like quality family time.
And definitely like value that and take advantage of that, especially if you're someone who like really likes to hang out with their friends a lot. Like remember that like your family is really, really important, and this is the best time of year to spend time with them. A treat that I love are the Pillsbury like snowman, like Christmas shaped cookies.
The best.
So good. I saw on TikTok that somebody did like 4 cookies and then they like made an ice cream sandwich with it.
Oh my God.
So I think
or
I
like
have to
a cookie
do that.
skillet.
That would be so
like,
fire.
Oh, those are the best cookies.
They just remind me of Christmas
like,
all the time.
Why are they so good?
I know. And they have like Halloween ones too.
They
and
have
like,
them for like everything.
Yeah,
but for
the
some reason the like Snoopy red ones, like why are those so good?
I know.
Like the Christmas
they're
trees.
just unmatched. Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's so true. I was gonna say also just like Christmas cookies. Me and my family, we have like a whole baking night like right before Christmas, and there's like certain cookies we'll make, like snowballs. They're called. They're so good.
I feel like you love baking.
I legit love baking, love cooking. Like, it just makes me so happy.
Yeah.
I'll bake for you. You'll eat.
I'm not a big baker. I would prefer to sit back and relax and watch, but I like to enjoy them for sure.
No, but like
Can you
all
bake
the
for me,
holiday,
Reese?
I will. I'll make you that little cookie ice cream skillet. Honestly, all the holiday cookies.
Yeah.
I wish those were like a year-round thing.
Literally just every treat in general. Like, it's so good.
So good. Just a great time.
Yeah.
So after eating all these cookies, what are some fun ways that you would suggest to stay active during the holidays?
Yeah. I feel like there's so many different ways. Making it fun is really just like the overarching theme for me.
Mhm.
Like going to a class helps me to like get a more beneficial workout than just like going to the gym by myself, because like it really pushes me to work harder when like people are around me working just as hard, or like someone's telling me what to do. And like I feel like most workout like studios and stuff have like some themed classes.
Yes.
Like especially at the rec center at school, we have like Christmas themed spin and stuff like that. So take advantage of that, because I just love working out and Christmas music, so them combined is amazing.
Yeah.
And then going off of that, maybe make like a Christmas playlist or something that like will really motivate you to want to work out.
I think I might have to make a holiday workout playlist and
That's a good one.
share it with everyone.
Yes.
Holiday fitness classes, that can be like cycle, it can be yoga, like whatever you're into for working out. I feel like a lot of studios do have those options around the holidays, so that's definitely a way to keep it fun.
I also would suggest making it more fun by wearing like a cute set or something. Like maybe a festive set, maybe something red, something green. I feel like there's a lot of companies out there that are getting like holiday patterns out and stuff. And I find that wearing a workout set just makes me want to go to the gym 10 times more. Because like if you look cute, like you're going to want to go, you know?
When I go in like my sweatshirt, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this right now. But if I put on like a cute matching set, I'm like, all right, Reese, like,
I'm like, ooh, I look good
right now.
And like it makes me want to like have a good workout, because like I feel good and I want to get the workout going, you know?
What's your like go-to workout clothing brand?
I really like Lululemon, which is like very basic, and I feel like they don't have that many patterns, but I really just value like the quality, because I find that all of my other stuff like doesn't hold up as well. And the leggings are like squat proof, and the sports bras like really hold up like my girls.
The girls are up.
I think Set Active is a cute brand that I've seen.
They have a lot of like not very well known brands out there, like that I just see on like Instagram and stuff too, that have like just such cute patterns. I've been really liking the Free People like fitness line that they're doing now. Like,
wait, I haven't seen that.
It's so cute. They have just like really cool colors. So yeah, just like treat yourself to a cute little workout set, go to a fun little festive workout class, and you're going to be like feeling so good.
Yeah. And like, I think you could find like cute sets on like Pinterest and stuff like that too. Or like even they probably already have Christmas workout playlists. So you could just look those up on Spotify and Apple and just make it fun, make it enjoyable, romanticize it. Like we said, maybe make a vlog.
You're like, I'm running.
Like going to the gym.
Another suggestion would be outdoor walks. The neighborhoods are so like cutely decorated right now. So even if you're just, you know, just wanting to get some movement in, just going for a walk, bundling up. I know it's cold, but it's always so nice to just walk around at this time of year. And
the fresh air feels good.
It honestly does. Like once you get out there, it feels so good. Even if there's any sort of like charity or like themed walks going on like in your town too. Like I feel like that's a good way to like help out at this time of year, but also staying active.
That's a really good idea. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be like a whole like marathon, you know?
Right. Like I'm
walk
not
around
doing
your block.
Marathon.
Yeah,
but
literally. Walk up and down the street and call it a day. Like it doesn't have to be like a whole extravagant thing, but like just like that like 10 or 20 minutes of moving your body is going to make you feel so good, especially with the fresh air.
For me personally, like that energizes me so much. I feel like so energized after the gym. I'm not like tired after the gym.
Yep, me too.
So I just love to get the movement in.
People don't really see working out as like that kind of aspect. I feel like they only really see it as like, I'm working out to look good, but it literally changes your day. Like if I go to the gym in the morning, I have such a productive day after, because I already got one thing done. I have so much energy from it. Like I'm like, let's just keep going, you know? So it just like really boosts your mood and energizes you. And there's so many additional benefits other than just looking a certain way.
Right. Keeping things fun and festive. What is your favorite holiday little guilty pleasure movie?
Home Alone.
Oh my God.
1, 2, and 3. Like 2 probably like the best. It's just like been like a family tradition, honestly. Like my family we all love the movies, and it's like brings us closer together by watching it. So that's what I find is like the best part of it, is like getting to watch it with my family. And I just like the plot. I think it's funny and like it's iconic, you know?
Yes.
What about you?
Okay, I put 2 down. 1 was Home Alone 2. That is the best one by
Iconic.
far. It's so good. Like you could just watch that over and over. And
I think
not
I need to
get
watch
sick of it. Like
tonight.
Like come over. I'll bake the cookies.
You bake and I'll put
and
the
we're gonna
on.
watch it. The other one that I put down is Elf, because that is an actual like tradition movie with my dad specifically. He just like he is Elf. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but like he quotes every single line in that movie. He's just so goofy, just like, what's his name? What is his name? What is his name?
Buddy.
Buddy. Oh my God. But I was also trying to think of his real name, but
Yeah, but it's Buddy. Buddy the Elf, guys.
Buddy the Elf. He's honestly Buddy the Elf, but we watch that every Christmas Eve because I spend Christmas Eve there, and it's just another one that it's like every
It's a cute
time
tradition.
I'm just gonna laugh at it. Like,
Yeah.
it's just awesome.
And then it just like reminds you of your dad, reminds you of your family. So it just brings all the good vibes in.
it does
For sure.
Yeah, those are two good
Yeah.
ones. So this is a long winter break for us. What are some ways you're gonna take advantage of the long break?
So specifically for this break, this doesn't apply to like the other breaks we've had in the past, but I'm going to use the time to prep for abroad because it's going to be a long 4 months and I need to really get myself not just physically prepared, but mentally prepared.
Yes.
So, and financially.
In all other categories?
all other aspects. So I think I kind of am going to use the break by getting myself mentally prepared first and foremost, working with my therapist on my anxiety, just because I'm very excited about abroad, obviously, and like it's all I can think about, but there is a little bit of stress around it just because I have anxiety and I'm nervous about just how I'm going to tackle it there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Big step we're taking.
Yeah, we're going to Italy, baby. Like, we're going far. It's definitely going to be an adjustment. Also preparing, like, what I'm going to pack. Like, what the heck does someone bring to live for 4 months in a country? Like, I don't know.
There's so much to think about, so I'm really glad we have a long winter break.
Me too.
To just like figure that out. That's
Me
like
too.
top of my list too.
Yeah. Specifically, I want to like really work on a capsule wardrobe, like staple pieces, and really making sure that I'm packing like only the necessities because I tend to overpack. When I went to Greece over the summer, I was literally gone for 2 weeks and my bag was 62 pounds. Like,
that's
what?
Me, though. I overpack too, and we're gonna be shopping so much there. So like,
there's a really good
have
Zara.
I know.
I'm so excited.
Stop. So we like really need to be strategic and
Yeah.
plan what we're packing. Yeah, I also want to like learn a little Italian if I can.
Yeah,
Like,
that would be great. That would be
like
great.
take
for
on
sure.
a little hobby during the break.
Are you taking an Italian class there or no?
I don't think there.
I'm taking like an elementary Italian class, but I would like to go into it with a little bit of terminology. You know, like obviously I know like ciao, but like I want ciao, but like I want to know a little bit more than that. Italians don't really speak, like there's a lot of people that speak English there.
That's why I'm like not too worried about it. But
which
yeah,
is
I would
kind
like
of
to be like kind
unfortunate.
of conversational.
Like I wish that like it was like only Italian, like
I
you know,
because
but
like I want to be fluent.
I know, yeah. So yeah, that's a good one. We could use like Duolingo.
Yes.
I do want to get myself in a place where like I feel my best going abroad, just physically, especially after the holidays. Obviously, like I'm probably gonna eat a lot of junk, which I'm totally okay with, and I've prepared myself for that, and I know that I deserve that and want to do that. But I do want to get back into the gym before we go abroad, just so I can feel my best when I'm going there, you know, going with a good mindset. Not only looking good, but feeling good.
Another thing I want to just take some time to do is like save up money if possible, like work a little bit during the winter break because, you know, I want to have the best time in Italy, like be able to just spend my money and not be worrying about it, like just fully enjoy my time physically, mentally, financially, need to be in a good place.
This is like kind of a more personal one, but catching up with my photography business, sending out all of my contracts before I go for the grad season, making sure everything's booked and ready. My Instagram's updated. Like I want to go with a clean slate of not have anything to do with it there, because obviously I do want to continue to do photography there. And like, I want to take pictures with my friends and stuff, but I'm not going to be running a full-time business there. Like it's going to be hard because I'm going to be in Florence. So I really want to take care of all that stuff before, make my money up so I can treat myself. Like I'm planning to ball out, literally.
Oh yeah. No, same.
Yeah.
Going along that, like my personal little podcast too, like I want to just have a ton of episodes prepped for you guys. So that's something else that I'm prioritizing over the winter break. If anyone wants to come on the podcast, just let me know, because I really do want to film quite a few episodes just to keep you guys
Batch them up.
Keep you guys all entertained while we're gone.
In the loop, you regulars.
Yes. Something else I always do for like the summer and for like winter is like make a bucket list of like just fun things, like make gingerbread houses and like go skiing or whatever. I've never gone skiing, but I don't know why I'm saying that. Go ice skating. Just like fun things like that. Obviously, like I'll be working super hard around winter break, like I was saying, but finding time for all the fun stuff too.
And also, like, not only just like prepping ourselves for abroad, but prepping like what I'm gonna do there. Like, I want to know like what countries I want to go to, like where I'm gonna be staying, like kind of mapping out payment, like how much is this gonna cost me to like fly everywhere every weekend? When is my family gonna visit? So kind of like, I'm not gonna book everything because like I think most people that I've got advice from, they've said to just like wait till you're there to like book your weekend trips.
Right.
But I do want to have like a rough outline of where I'm going to go, what I want to see, make a bucket list.
Yeah. And overall, just like how we were saying before, just catching up on time with family and catching up on rest.
Rest is huge. I'm going to use the break to catch up on rest for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't got enough sleep
And
this
we're
whole
going to
semester.
be like go in Florence.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like something that's really stressing me out.
Like,
Reese.
I know.
Like, how am I gonna nap during the day? Like, I can't.
We're not gonna nap.
I'm
gonna
nap.
look out the window and I'm gonna see Italy.
I know, and I'm
not
like, I
gonna
have to
wanna
be
nap.
out there right now. Like, so that's something I want to prepare for too. Is like really get my sleep in before, because sleep when you're dead, guys. Like, genuinely,
honestly. So we talked about this earlier a little bit, but I want to come back to it. What are some specific ways that you're dealing with seasonal depression?
So, like I said, waking up earlier is my biggest tip for sure. Just letting yourself have more daylight helps a lot, just to feel like you have a full day again. I find that I really don't want to go to class when it's like dark out and cold. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to skip my class because I don't want to walk there. But that's not ideal. And that's not a way that you're going to be able to go through this semester successfully. Like, you have to go to your classes, you have to learn, like you're paying to learn, you know? So I think that a way to kind of convince yourself to make it out the door and go to class is like make it fashionable. Layering is cute. Get like some fleece leggings or something, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be like this treacherous, like terrible walk. Like, you can make it cute. Like, get some cute earmuffs or some gloves or something. Like, really layer and make it cute, make it fun.
Yeah.
Romanticize it.
And yeah, I would just say in general, like trying to get outside even when it's cold and dark, like plan things for yourself to look forward to at night where you can go out, because just sitting in your room when it turns 4 o'clock, like that's not how you're supposed to deal with seasonal depression.
Yeah. Just remember that like this is a temporary feeling and everyone else is going through it too. It sucks, but eventually it's not going to be dark like this forever, and you're going to get out of the seasonal depression like the same way you probably have in the past. So just remember that you're not going to feel like this forever, and it's going to pass.
And just focus on all the fun stuff that happens around the holidays just to keep you out of that depression.
Yeah, like just distract yourself.
How can you be like depressed at such a good time of year?
Yeah, literally.
We've talked a bit about traditions. I'm curious, what traditions do you have that keep you excited for the holidays, either old, new traditions?
Yes. So every year we spend Christmas Eve at my aunt's house, and it's so fun just because I don't get to see my family that much. So when we do this, it's like a huge, big, extravagant, like everyone goes, you know, and she makes a really, really good meal. So I love the meal.
What's the lineup?
It's meatballs, lasagna, a whole Italian like dinner. Right up my alley. I'm obsessed. I'm so excited to eat that in Florence. It's going to be so good.
Oh my God.
Then we do like a huge Yankee swap, which is so fun because I don't know. It's just like, I don't have to buy the gift. My mom gets the gift for me to like put into it, you know? And then like it ends up being funny. Like people steal and like stuff like that. It's fun. And recently we started playing this game called Left, Right, Center.
Oh my God. We play that at my dad's for
fun.
Friendsgiving.
It's so fun. I love it. Yeah. I feel like there's a bunch of other games that we've played too, but
Yeah.
overall, like just Christmas Eve in general. I tend to spend Christmas Eve more than like celebrate more on Christmas Eve than Christmas Day, you know?
Something that I do on Christmas Eve at night, my mom allows us to like open one gift, but it's always our Christmas pajamas because like we'll wear them to bed that night. And I just like get so excited for that. And it's like me and my sisters, we're all like matching pajamas.
I love
and
that.
it's just like so fun. We wear them all the next day. Like we're just comfy, but it's just like so fun to look forward to.
Yeah, that's cute. We've just recently implemented that like the past like 2 years. We didn't used to do that, which is like so something my family would do. But my mom bought like us all like matching onesies, which is like so cute and fun.
One year we had like matching reindeer onesies.
Yeah. And like they're like genuinely cute, and like I like wear
know.
them like even when it's not just Christmas.
I know.
So yeah.
And one thing that I am so like I hate is spoiling gifts, but both my sisters really love to know what they're getting for Christmas.
Oh my God.
And so they're always like just telling my mom exactly what they want, or they'll literally just like put their stuff in the cart for her to get, which I'm like just so opposite. I don't even tell her what I want because like I just want surprises.
Yeah.
Like that's how I am. But Brooke has started to take over the Christmas pajama planning.
Oh my God.
And she was like, Mom, like you have to get these for the pajamas. Like I don't care if I know what it is, but like you have to get these this year. And so I think this was like 1 or 2 years ago, but she got us like the White Claw Santa Claus crew necks,
shut up.
which were honestly so cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
But I was like, Mom, you did not pick this out.
Yeah, you're like, I know something's up here. I know Brooke was up to this.
Brooke did it. But no, yeah, like she honestly gets such cute ones.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really cute tradition. I feel like most families do that, and like if you don't, you should. You know,
Start it up. I'm doing that with my kids.
Yeah,
like
for
that's
sure.
what I love about traditions.
For
is
sure.
like I'm keeping those.
You're
going.
passing them on for sure. Another thing is Christmas morning. We do a big breakfast at my house, and we always have cinnamon rolls. And
Ooh.
I like only associate cinnamon rolls with Christmas, literally, because like that's like really the only time of year I have them. And when I don't have them on Christmas, I'm like, wait, is it Christmas morning? Like, what's happening?
What are the cinnamon rolls?
You know, like I just love a good cinnamon roll, and my mom makes them really good. If you put like milk or whipping cream in them, like it makes them like bigger and really good.
That sounds so
And
good.
she makes really good pancakes and stuff, so I really like the good breakfast.
I wish I had that. We just do pumpkin bread on Thanksgiving morning. That's like I associate pumpkin bread with Thanksgiving for
That's
that
cute.
reason.
Have you ever tried it with chocolate chips in it?
Oh my God, no.
It's really good. I really like it. Last Christmas, we did like Christmas cocktails, and my sister made pistachio martinis.
So good.
So
Stop.
good. So I really hope she makes them this year again. I feel like there's a bunch of other ones you can make too. Like there's probably like a Christmas sangria or something.
I've seen like sugar cookie martinis.
Ooh.
Like,
ooh,
I know.
that would be really good.
I feel like with like the festive Christmas drinks, we don't really have any sort of tradition, but we usually do make like something every year, like change it up.
I know.
Which is
I
fun.
want to like get into a tradition where like everyone makes a drink and like you like bring it out
yes,
and try it. Like,
I did that once with my friends.
Yeah, like I've seen that with your friends, but like I don't know, I feel like that'd be fun with my parents.
It's
like,
so fun. I know. Yeah, like it's never too late to start traditions either. Other than that, just like decorating our tree and like decorating the house, like that's just things we do every year and like look forward to, which I love.
Do you guys do that as a family?
Yeah.
Cute.
Usually, like we used to do it super late, but we started doing it like right after Thanksgiving. So I love that because like I'm still home. And
We usually put ours up the day after Thanksgiving too.
Yeah.
I kind of wish it was sooner. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. Like I want it right now.
Yeah, like I've seen like influencers on TikTok and they put theirs up like literally the day after Halloween.
I know.
That's
it is like
crazy.
everything Christmas is like coming out so much earlier.
Yeah, which I kind of love.
An old tradition, I don't really do this anymore, but we always did like a big photo shoot for Christmas cards every year.
So
and
cute.
I would always cry because I was like such a stubborn kid and could not like stand still for pictures for so long. And I was just like such a brat. There's like 1 year of Christmas photos where I'm just like crying in half.
Oh my God, I need to see that.
So those are cute.
That's
but
funny.
no, that was like fun. We would all like dress up and take photos.
That's a cute
and
one.
whenever we still get Christmas cards, we hang them all along like my railing.
Mhm.
So that's like a tradition too.
I know. I love hanging up the Christmas cards in the house. That's cute. We try to send out a Christmas card every year, but sometimes like we don't have a really good picture. So like sometimes we reuse in the same picture over and over again. Like we've never really done like a big photo shoot, which like is so surprising because I don't really have a photography business.
We're gonna end off with a fun question. Can you share a good, memorable Christmas day or holiday story?
Have a couple.
Okay.
So when I was younger, we used to track Santa every Christmas Eve. Well, this isn't Christmas Day, but this is Christmas Eve. But it was like genuinely the highlight of my night.
Same.
Like literally.
Did the same thing.
We would track him on the computer and I like actually thought that he was there, like literally. And it was just the best thing ever because I'm like with my siblings and we're like, oh my God, he's coming. Like, you know, like so excited about that, which is just like so cute looking back. And like, I hope, do they still have that? Like
I
for
hope
kids?
so.
Because,
I feel like
it's cute.
ruined for kids.
Yeah.
Kids don't listen to this.
Don't listen to this one.
Skip.
Skip. Also Elf on the Shelf.
Same.
I loved my Elf on the
what
Shelf.
was his name? Because mine was really stupid.
Wait, I don't remember.
Mine was Jerry.
Jerry.
Why?
That's crazy. That was my pride and joy. Genuinely.
Oh, yeah.
Coming home, finding it. Oh my God, he wrote me a note. I'm gonna die.
Stop.
And, you know, like
I have a good story about that. I'll tell that
tell
story.
it now.
Now?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm okay, so my mom got the elf on the shelf, but she didn't know like how it actually worked.
Yeah.
So she's so stupid. She like has it in the box still, and it was just like on our doorstep. And we got home, and we were like, "Mom, like what is this?"
God.
And she's like freaking out. She's like, "Oh, like Santa sent it." Like she just made up this whole story, but you're supposed to like take the elf out and like place it somewhere in the house, but she like has it in the box, and like we're like unwrapping it, and like
You're
it's
like,
so
"Mom,
funny
what
'cause
is
my mom
this?"
like is just not good with that stuff. And so like even with just hiding the elf, like some mornings she would like forget, and it wouldn't move, and we'd be like, "Mom, no,
Oh
it
my
didn't
God,
move." And
no.
she's like, "Damn it."
That's
And,
so
like,
funny.
Looking back now, it's funny because I just know how busy she is, like, and how she just
was
would
like,
not
shit, I
have
forgot to
time
move
for
the
that.
elf.
Like it would just like be in the same spot for like days.
That's so funny. Oh my
we
God, you
should
were
have
probably
never thought that.
devastated.
Oh yeah,
I
a
would be
little bit.
crying literally. If it didn't move, I was like, great. Like,
There was
Christmas
one
is
day
ruined.
where it like fell, and I thought like the world was over.
Oh, or when you would touch it, and I'd be like, oh my God,
it
Christmas
lost
is
its
over.
joy.
Yeah. I have another story about Christmas morning. I think I was in like 4th or 5th grade, maybe. I got a Kindle Fire.
Stop! I got one for Christmas,
And I was freaking out, guys. Like, it was like the end of the world, literally. I was so excited that I got this Kindle Fire, and like I was like using it to like with the games, taking selfies on it. Like, this Kindle Fire was my pride and joy. Like, that was like literally the only Christmas gift that I can remember getting all growing up, because it was monumental for me, genuinely.
I don't know where that thing is.
I know.
It had like the cutest case and everything. This kind of goes along the lines of like the traditions we were talking about, but something my mom did for us too. I don't know if like you did this, but she would make these like videos. I don't know what website this was, but like Santa would like talk to you and like say your name.
Oh.
It'd be like Merry Christmas, Reese. Like,
oh my God, no.
and like we would like watch this like Santa video.
Oh, I would
don't
be
know. I
freaking
have like
out.
some weird memory of that, but it was like the craziest thing.
I would be like genuinely freaking out.
And it would be like, you asked for this for Christmas. Like, I don't know how it works.
oh, that's crazy.
But we would like sit around and watch the Santa video like every year.
That's funny.
Like so random.
No, I never got that, unfortunately, but I would like probably pass away if I saw Santa talking
Like
to me.
he was like really just saying
Like,
my name.
I heard you want a Kindle Fire. I'd be like, oh my God.
I could just sit here and talk about the holidays for forever.
Same.
Like I'm getting so excited now for
know.
everything that's coming up soon, and I feel like this is the perfect time for this episode.
I want to go bake right now.
No, same. Like
And watch
oh
Home
my
Alone.
God. I'm literally doing that. Overall, just enjoy the holidays. I know it can be a stressful time, but just remember all the great things about it. Keep the traditions going.
Yeah.
Don't fall into the seasonal depression, the loneliness. Really just look at all the positives that come to this time of year.
Yeah. Spend time with your family. Really just
Mhm.
enjoy it. Take the time to reset before the new year.
Yes.
And have fun. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Any final thoughts?
Thank you for having me, Reese. This
Of
was amazing
course.
and fun.
So
and
much fun.
everybody should listen to Reese's podcast or be on it, because this was so much fun, and genuinely she's like the easiest person to talk to. So this was so fun, and thank you so much for
go
having
listen
me.
to Sophia's. I'm going to be on it
Yep.
very soon.
We'll be
Go-
letting you guys know when she's on it.
Yes, book a photo shoot with her and just go support her Instagram, her TikTok. She's awesome.
Thank you.
This was so much fun.
Yes, it was.
Leave suggestions, guys. Comment. Let me know if there's anything specific you want me to talk about. If you want to come on here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye, guys.